I pinch myself now as I walk through. It's just a great model of when people come together, what can happen.
And you might call this model simply amazing. This is the brand new home of East End Cooperative Ministry, or EECM. From its food pantry, soup kitchen, Meals on Wheels program, and more, EECM has been a part of the community for more than 4 decades. But it's never operated out of a facility like this.
It's 56,000 square feet. It's scheduled to be a LEED Platinum building, which is the highest level of green that you can get. There's 8 miles of geothermal piping. There's a rainwater runoff basin. It's double insulated windows, triple insulated walls.
Green is good, but having all of its programs under one roof for the first time ever is even better.
We were in 14 different locations.
In the basements of churches and synagogues throughout the East End, including here at the East Liberty Presbyterian Church. We visited the overnight shelter, soup kitchen, and food pantry there back in 2005. There's no question, space was a huge challenge.
We were running back and forth between buildings. We didn't have our own office space per se. No one had their own desk. We were working off of tables.
And it used to be, because we had no space, that the staff would be counseling parents in their cars.
But those days are now gone, with cramped, dark quarters replaced by a welcoming and gracious space. A space that was a dream 12 years in the making. It cost more than $13 million to build. EECM's executive director, Myrna Zelenit, says Pittsburgh's foundation community and private donors stepped up in a big way.
It was an outpouring of, we believe the people deserve something better than what they have, and we believe that we coming together as a community, we can do it.
And they did, by creating a place that reflects the settlement houses of old.
The settlement house is traditionally where people come to learn, who are taught by other people to move ahead. And so what the architect designed was in fact looking like a house. And you see a lot of peaked roofs, which we think are houses, and also congregations. So there's a lot of symbolism there.
But the work going on inside is tangibly changing people's lives. It's a Monday afternoon, and the after-school tutoring program is in full swing. Tutoring is just one of several programs offered to children here. Renee Woodson is a former EECM student and now the manager of education programs.
My job is to pretty much oversee all of the education programs within children and youth. The biggest part of my job is mentoring every person in this department. It's our responsibility to serve as mentors for the young people that we work with. This is a place that the kids can come, they can feel comfortable. It's somewhere that's clean, it's bright, it's fun and inviting for them.
EECM serves more than 3,000 people a year, including more than 600 young people through its children and teen programming, giving hope and promise for a brighter future. But its other big focus is helping some of the most vulnerable members of society dealing with problems right now. Its Meals on Wheels program sends both a hot and cold meal to more than 100 seniors daily. This new state-of-the-art kitchen makes preparation easier. As volunteers sort through items, the food pantry serves 700 families a month. There's now more space to store groceries, and anyone in the community can take part in a free meal at noon.
What I'm looking for long-term is to get my life back together again.
EECM offers a temporary 60-day and a long-term 6-month shelter for men and women. After falling on tough times, Ernest is staying in the 60-day shelter. He now has a part-time job and hopes to be on his own soon.
I just want to get a full-time job so I can move forward, because I want to come back here, volunteer, or do whatever I can to give back.
There's an educational program, there's GED classes offered for whatever people need. We have programs.
And this new facility has created a new area of job training, caring for green buildings. Alonzo is one of the first participants in this new program.
All the different materials they use here have to be cleaned a special way. So they're showing us this, and it's a two-part program. The first step is that you learn how to just clean the regular things, the carts, the vacuums, and the second phase would be that you would learn how to operate the machines that they have. Well, the East End Cooperative Ministry has given me some purpose, you know, and in turn, my self-esteem has started to rise.
So across the hall, we have a transitional housing apartment.
Other initiatives include transitional housing. Clients preparing to leave the shelter will stay in apartments like this near the end of their time here.
They buy their own groceries, they do their own cooking, they make their beds, they do everything so that we can see that they're ready to live on their own.
And there's a short-term place for seniors and others to stay who may need someone to look after them after getting out of the hospital.
People coming from the hospital with referred by social workers who are not ready to live on their own yet for 2 or 3 weeks and don't have anybody to take care of them.
No matter what the program, the entire building was designed with dignity in mind. Dignity for clients, dignity for staff, and for the environment. This mural in the Great Room symbolizes Pittsburgh's past, present, and future. And a central courtyard is a reminder to everyone here that the future can be bright.
The courtyard is key because everything looks out onto the courtyard, and it speaks of dignity. Your kitchen, people working in the kitchen look out in the courtyard. It's not in the back of the house where they can't see anything. And a dining room that looks off onto the courtyard. The first day we served here, a man came up to me and he said, "This is the first time in my life I feel like a human being." We've had stories like that every day. And it makes it all worth it.
Worth it because it's not only helping, but Myrna hopes inspiring an entire community.
I must say that the programs that we offer today are one portion of what we have the ability to offer as we get accustomed to this building and we see what we can do and how we can work together.
When I think of this organization, I think of a safe place, a safe haven.
We're daily changing lives. We're daily making people a part of society. How wonderful it is and what you can offer to a community.